everyone, welcome to another week of Check It Out, where I recommend titles that you can learn from, connect with, and explore. This week's title is No One is Too Small to Make a Difference by Greta Thunberg. This is a nonfiction collection of speeches. It's a small little book, but it has a lot of really great information in it. I picked this book up because I wanted to learn more about Greta Thunberg. So as I was reading it, I thought this is a really great book talk book. A little bit about Greta Thunberg. She's been in the news a lot. She is a Swedish climate change activist, and when she started striking for climate change protest, she was only 15 years old. So now she's 16. She's been doing this for like a year now. So this is a collection of speeches that took place between 2018 and 2019. She started the movement by striking from school. She would go and sit in front of Parliament in Sweden and protest that lawmakers need to make some changes to laws in order to help the environment. This is an emergency issue, and she talks a lot about, in very strong language, her appeal to politicians to kind of make this happen and why we need to make it happen. So I thought that was really interesting, and I picked this book for a couple of different reasons. One, it's a collection of speeches, which I think is really interesting to read. Each speech is its own thing, so it's not really broken into chapters. It's just broken down by speech. And you get to see her words in writing, which I think is cool. You get to see where she gave the speech, when she gave the speech, and you get to think a little bit about what was happening in the world at that time, which I think lends a lot to it. And then seeing them all together, like compiled, was just really nice. The second reason I chose this book is because she's so young. She's right about your age, and I think that really is a big deal. That's the title of the book. No one's too small to make a difference. No one's too young to make a difference. I remember when I was 15 and hearing about a major world problem and just thinking, like, I can't do anything about this, and feeling really small and insignificant and naive. But what she shows us is if you're passionate enough about something, if you educate yourself on the topic, you can make a difference. You're not too young, too small to make that difference. So go for it, which I think is really empowering. The third reason I chose this book is because she is on the autism spectrum, which I didn't realize. And she talks about it as a superpower. It empowers her because she can see issues in black and white. And she thinks that's what really makes climate change something that she's passionate about, is because she really sees the issue as black and white. We need to do something about this, so let's do it. And I just think that's super cool. So it really got me thinking about what I can do to make a difference and empowered me. So like I said, short little book, but really packs a big punch. The major themes in it are climate change and that anyone can make a difference. So I want to suggest my Readalikes. #NeverAgain, the story of the Parkland survivors, the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting that happened on February 14th, a few years ago. I picked this book because I think, again, it's a small book, but it's the students who walked out in protest, and it's about young people trying to create change. And then I Am Malala, the story of Malala Yousafzai, who stood up for education but was shot by the Taliban and survived. And another young person who did a lot to change things. So with that, I hope you found something to book up your week. Thanks, everyone.